people to write positive comments for people who don't have a home to put on the cards. And, you know, that was going to go to the detention centre anyway. I was just going to drop off this big card. But it turns out they invited me and 3 other clowns to come to the detention centre. So we went in through these maximum security doors, and all the Afghans and Iraqis, and a few Americans were in there too. I was surprised to find who had overstayed their visas. It was quite interesting. Polynesians, you know. And yeah, because I thought she was staff. She said, no, I've overstayed my visa. So what we did was, I did some juggling, and, you know, I have an orgasmatron. I'll show you my orgasmatron. Have you ever tried an orgasmatron? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Whoops. That's not the orgasmatron. Has anybody ever tried one? Orgasmatron? When I'm with children, I call it a giggle stick. But when I'm with adults, it's an orgasmatron. It's actually better than marriage, darling. I did this in Russia, actually, at a hospital in Russia when I was with Patch. And I remember doing this, you know, it's like, you know, like it's some sort of invasive surgical tool, you know, invasive. So it's a bit like this, darling.
I'm feeling nervous already.
Relax. Do you believe in a higher power?
I knew we had eye contact there for a second. I knew I was in for it.
Well, darling, this is.
Here we go.
Have you ever been married, darling? Like, so you've got a ring.
Yeah, she's watching. I've got to tell you, her eyes are on you right now.
Well, where is she?
Behind you. Oh, no.
Right, we start with her.
I'm not married, but my wife is.
I'm going to do it for you. It's actually good for a new hairstyle too, I find. So I'll just do the washing machine. But it's you know, it's a little bit like the head bone connects to the shoulder bone.
This is the connection, is it?
Yeah. I'm connecting you. All of that. Hang on a sec. It's landing. Eagle is landing. How does that feel, darling? We get all sorts of noises coming out of people's mouths as a result of this.
I'm thinking of some statements.
What are you thinking about, darling? England? Are you thinking of England? No? So, orgasmatron. I don't know why I brought that up. Oh, yeah, because I was at the detention centre. Oh, you can get National Geographic, 2099. No, I don't know what it is. But yeah, so, you know, that's a way of creating peace. You know, you just make people feel, see, I'm getting inspired. That's what happens. What do I do with my bag? Over there. I'll see if I've got my other little massager. See, it's always also good, darling, to be a star, don't you think? See, that could be better for you, darling, instead of those glasses. Come on, jazz up a bit. There we go. Aren't you gorgeous? Yes. Show the people what you look. Come on, stand up.
I can see much better.
Can you see the stars? They're all around. Look at them all. So, look, a lot of it is about, you know, in truth, lightening up and seeing people for who they are. You know, it's like getting past our beliefs. You know, and that's really what peace is all about. I wanted to get this out because I feel like massaging someone. Who am I going to massage? Who's got a sore shoulder? Who's got a sore shoulder? Darling?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It must be me, yeah.
It must be. Yeah. I think so. You've got a nice shirt there. How's that?
Yeah,
Is that all right, darling?
Yeah, not too bad at all.
You got any sore bits?
Not now.
No? Well done.
Yeah,
I'm happy. There you go, darling. I've walked on top.
Thanks a lot.
Watch it, we're just married.
Hang on. Oh, was it?
It's not allowed.
Sorry?
It's not allowed.
And I also have, this was actually inspired by Patch Adams. I know I'm losing my track, but I always do this. I'm terrible as a speaker because I often go off on a tangent. See my little dummy? This is my solution for climate change. I figure if we just block a few, you know, where's all the hot air coming from, darling? You just need to... Oh, look. What? Mama? No, so use the dummy, and now sometimes when I'm walking too, I might just go behind someone, you know. You walk behind someone, and it looks like you got squeaky shoes. So the dummy comes in handy. It's not a silly idea. Anyway, so just finishing off at the detention centre, I got everybody, the Red Cross and the staff there, and they actually have jailers. This is like a full-on jail team, and I get them to do a group hug. And the reason for that is so that the people who you'd call inmates, probably, you know, refugees, and they're in jail conditions, definitely, can observe the humanity in the prison wardens And the prison wardens can observe the humanity in the, the people that are there. So we're not projecting onto them as us and them. We're starting to see we're actually here together. And I'm sure there's a lot of beautiful interactions that do happen in these facilities too, between staff and refugees. So yeah, this guy was up giving a bit of a talk. He was lovely. So the next place I went to was the nursing home, and oh God, I fall in love. I fall in love with these people. They're all had their walking frames, But what I love is their sense of humour too. Like this guy definitely was a clown, and he was a local. Everyone knew him in the area. He was a very, very funny guy, and I think he was quite successful, in the town as well. So it got everybody up laughing, and sort of connecting with their humour again, because some of them were saying to me, "We get very lonely, dear," and she said, "Just catch a train if you need to, but come to the nursing homes, because we need you." And I did hear that call, and I will do more work in the homes and get them to sort of share their jokes from their generation, your generation. It's great. I just love them. They're just amazing people. So I had a great time there, and just put some of my props. It's always good to put on a wig. I find, darling. I don't know. I'm just feeling like putting one on you, darling. Look at you, you sweet thing. Look at you, you sexy girl. Like it? That's all. Now I dare you to go out into Mandurah like that. Oh, hang on a sec.
Always.
We need to put your little fringe. Don't you look? Come up here, darling. Show everybody how gorgeous you look. Doesn't she look lovely?
Oh, yes.
See, there's clowns everywhere. Do you want a dummy?
Clown.
Like dummy?
I'm a bit of they all know I'm a bit of an exhibitionist.
Do they? It's funny how I picked you out of the crowd, isn't it? Take a seat, gorgeous.
I'm going to send that to your son.
But a lot of it's about stepping outside your comfort zone, because we're all, we get nervous when we're noticed. Whereas what my message is for children as well as adults is we're actually here to shine, all of us. And we are here for a purpose. I don't think for 1 minute people are pointless. I think everybody is playing their part in life. And it's to live life to your fullest potential, and it doesn't matter what age you are. You still got lots to contribute, But you got to, as Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world, and don't limit yourself. And I often think of that guy, what was his name? Cliff Young, remember him? Yep. He bloody Gumboot Cliff. He got married to some 20-year-old, didn't he, or 25-year-old? And he was, 80 or something? Yeah, I love that guy because he got out there and did it, It's like, yo, go.
Did he wear his gumboots at the wedding?
I don't know, darling. Maybe she wore his gumboots. Did she get into his gumboots? I think she did. It's a sticky situation, that gumboots. Sorry. So there's a clown hiding. She's pretending she's in a nursing home. She's not really. And then they got me on a walking frame, wheeling me out. I think they'd had enough, probably. And so we're nearly at the end of this now. This was just some teachers from the college. So I actually did a laughter workshop, ho, ho, ha, ha, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you heard of Madan Kataria? Anyone? Anybody? No? Madan Kataria is he's an Indian guy, and he started all the yoga laughter. You know how some people do yoga laughter? They've got 5,000 clubs around the world now, and they actually fake it till they make it. They just go ho, ho, ha, ha, and they just do crazy things. That's what you do when you do like that. But the idea is to get people laughing. How many times a day, folks, do you think adults laugh? Any guesses? Sorry? Not enough. No, we don't want you to analyse it. Just give me a number. It's bingo. Sorry?
How many times a day?
How many times on average do you think adults laugh?
10.
10? We got 10. 30. 100. Who said 100? Right? No? Anyone else got any ideas? Once or twice. You don't think they laugh much, do you? No. Just taking the conservative end. Anyone else? Any other? We want bingo. Come on. 50. No. Okay, do you give up?
Yep.
What I get the kids to do is lie on their back and kick their feet when they give up. But I won't ask you to do that. It doesn't always work. 15 times on average as adults? What about kids? How many times on average do kids laugh?
40.
40? No, come on. We want bingo. Sorry. A dozen? No. Getting higher. Higher. 200. We've got 200. Once. And I'm sold to the lady over there in the corner. Yes, actually, you're right. It's 200 times a day on average is, I mean, who counted? You know, can you imagine someone sitting in the corner going, right, that's 1, 2. So this is obviously a woolly figure. I'm an analyst, so I probably wouldn't. But I would say that, yes, if we're looking at proportionality here, I'd say adults don't always laugh that much during the day. We get very serious because we're busy. Kids, on the other hand, they're at school, they're laughing, they're playing. So they are still laughing more. But even notwithstanding that thought, children, I think, are becoming a bit more serious. And you can see as their family situations are changing, you know, where their families are breaking up and they're getting disoriented, or they're very much engaged in games. How many people have you seen looking at their iPod? Man, is that a problem? I mean, that's why you need clowns on trains and buses. You know, it's like, ooh, wake up. Anyway, I've got funny stories, but I won't go into all of them. I'll just move this on. So I did a few bubbles. No troubles. Hang on. Give me a bubble. Oh, hang on. That one? Oh, I got another. Oh, no, this will do. Bubbles is good. I love bubbles. And I tell kids it's positive thinking. And you can catch them. Look at that, aren't clever? You can juggle them. Oh, sorry, darling. I know you're getting wet there. But that's a little bit like, you know, a science experiment. So you can go, look at the cells here. Look, they're dividing. No. So bubbles is good on trains and planes, and I've been on planes as a clown as well. And let me tell you, it can be interesting. I've had one woman, I was walking up the aisle of the plane, and she goes, "Don't come near me, I'm scared of clowns." I said, "I hope you got your parachute, darling." No, she probably wasn't impressed. But no, I didn't freak her out, I moved on. So I'll just get past this a little bit. So creating a culture of peace in schools is the key here. So I got all the teachers up laughing and being silly, getting on Harleys, you know. That's what we do in the laughter thing, you know. So they act like kids, basically. And it's good because it connects them to their humour, you know. And, you know, it's funny watching a whole bunch of adults doing that. It's great. I love it. And that's me at the end. They wore me out. And this is just, I have to show you Judy. She's the one that was responsible for me going to Narra Court. Look at her there. I transformed Judy. And these were some people from the nursing home who came along who want to start doing clowning in nursing homes, which is good. And there's John. And they're doing trying to do funny walks. So I'm just going past this Rotary Club because we're nearly finished now, and I know time would be up. So this was outside the ABC, but they gave me 15 minutes, which, believe me, is great for radio. So I was happy about that. And the last thing is peace is our true nature. It is our true nature. It's not an ideal. I definitely know this for sure. I wish I could just tell everybody in the whole planet. It's like, we really are amazing, all of us. Do not watch the media. Do not watch the media. It's not true. I was on radio for 5 years and I did Bridges to Peace. And I was trying to promote positive media. What we have is bad news media. And it's not true. I'm an analyst. If we were to do a random sample of some of these stories, looking for truth, you'd never air those stories. It's all about drama. So choose happiness, because it is your natural state of being, and you're here to be happy, you're not here to be sad. So anyway, I'll leave it there. Lots of kisses to you all, and thank you for being such an awesome audience. No one's fallen asleep. Not yet.
Any questions, anybody?
Yes. Yes, darling.
But one is an observation, right back in the beginning of your talk, when you talk about meeting people all the time.
Yeah.
I'm part of a walking group, and I make a habit. When I go out for a walk, I will say good morning to whoever's coming towards me.
Yeah.
You know, and the expressions on their faces just saying hello.
Yeah.
Some try, some don't.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
And that's the power of you. what you do in a day. And you know, when I was in the, I've clowned in lots of nursing homes and different places, people say, you just made my day, darling, just smiling. So you never want to underestimate the power of hello.
And the other one is, you keep mentioning it all the way through, keep on about this positive thinking all the time.
Yeah.
I've just got a bee in my bonnet over the last 12 months is that we're spending too much time thinking about positive thinking when all we have to be is not negative, because then the rest will surely not.
Oh, absolutely. It's, if you just examine your negative thinking and, you know, they say what you resist persists, what you look at disappears. So if we're in denial about things, things keep repeating. You know, we're not facing ourselves. One of the most powerful things is to face yourself, and that's most people try and escape themselves, you know, through distractions. You know, we all do it. But if you look at yourself, you can actually find that peace by really questioning the negative thinking, because it's not true if you really look into it.
I did. I was just wondering if you've heard about the therapeutic benefits of laughter.
Yeah.
I went to a cancer retreat with my husband, and there was a guy dressed as a clown.
What's his name?
I can't recall.
Not Ziggy.
Siegfried.
Ziggy! I know him. I know that clown. He's
We
great.
looked at him and we were all sad and depressed.
When you looked at him.
And I said to Les, what's this clown thing he's doing, you know? Anyway, he took us for laughter therapy, and we all were standing in a group, and you're feeling like, this is the end of the world, you know?
Yeah.
And they said, no, he says, first, you have to do the maniacal laughter, and he says, this is what you do. And we were all thinking, he says, now you do it. And we were all looking at each other.
Can you show us? Can you give us a demonstration of the maniacal laugh? Go on.
With these.
Go on. I dare you. Go on. I'll join in.
I really can't remember the maniacal laughter.
Did you do that?
And everybody had to do it. And they were all trying to do it, and we were laughing at each other, trying to do it.
I know,
And
it's
in the
weird.
end, you're all laughing,
Yeah.
genuinely laughing.
Yeah.
And we did a half-hour session. My husband said to me, you know, darling, when we went in there, he said I was in a lot of pain. He never shared
Yeah.
a lot about that, but he said I was in a lot of pain.